Hello everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Goes Crafting. This was a project I made a couple of years ago, and we're making Old Uncle Sam out of a picket fence and just a 1x2 board. I'm going to go ahead and paint this the blue, and I believe I used the ocean blue from Waverly. And it was one of the blues that we had from the Waverly. I didn't paint the very back part because we want to make sure this glue will adhere to this board. I painted the bottom of this board, the top part of this board white. I guess that's the bottom part of the board. And we're going to go ahead and paint our red and white stripes. And they're just going to be little shabby looking stripes. There's nothing special about these. We're just going to paint them with a wide brush. And then we'll dry that really good. And you see I'm not taking any pains in painting these brushes. And I'm getting a little bit on the edge there. Once we have all that on, we're going to dry that really good. And I'm going to finish up the top edge of those so that it goes over the top. We're going to give this a good dry. And then we're going to take some chalk paint that I'd made up at the time and just put a big old white swipe down the whole thing. After we dried the white, we're going to take a little bit of brown paint and just dirty it up just a little bit and age it just a little bit. I think I need to make another one of these here pretty soon, in about a week. Freshen it up just a little bit. We're going to hot glue our little brim of our hat on. And then I'm just taking a round circle that I got from Dollar Tree. I think it was in a pack of like 6. And we're also going to take just a wooden bead, and I got it a little bit dirty there too as well. And I've got 2 little googly eyes that we're going to put on this one. He just needed some eyes. Then this is some of that wire trim that you can get from Dollar Tree. They have it every year. And I just took pieces of it and I stapled it down to our board there. Now I'm just going to glue down a little bit of jute, kind of whimsical around the edges there. And then we're going to go ahead here in just a minute and start putting on his beard. Now, I went ahead and had another one started here. And we're going to go ahead, and this is just some of the eyelash yarn. And I'm just making layer after layer after layer to give him a full beard. Once I get this layer on, I'm going to flip it up and just do another layer underneath that. And this will give us a very, very full beard. I think I went down all the way to the bottom, or pretty close to the bottom. And I just cut maybe a 12-inch strip, and I just cut them in half. And the further down I got, the shorter my strips were. Now he's got a big old fluffy beard there. We're going to take a magnolia stencil that I had, and I think it says Land of the Free. We're going to use some of the royal blue paste and stencil to the top of that. Then we're going to get a little bit of a dry. We're going to sand it just a little bit there. We're going to dry our place with our stencil. And I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue at the top so I can get this little trim to go all the way up to the top. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Have a great Saturday, everybody. We'll see you all later. Goodbye.